It's Manny Day, it's Manny Day. I'm really sick of cooking, so Corona go away. It's Manny Day, it's Manny Day. This is the third song I've made up in 4 days. Maybe 5. Honestly, you guys, I've done this video so many times now, I have lost count. First time I did it, I got my nails painted and started to stamp. Hated it. So I did it over again the next day. Hated it. Third day, I started it. Thought I had a base I liked. Tried to make something. Here's the picture. Still hated it. Then I got sick. Grandbaby came over, coughed and sneezed and snotted all over me. Next day, I was sick. So, I feel much better today, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is not my box. This is just not, it's like every other month they have a box I really like, and then that other month, like this month, it's just not me. I am not a unicorn person. In theory, I am. But in actual practice, trying to do a manicure with unicorns, it's just not working. Just not working. All right, here are the colors that came with this box. And I'll show you this stuff. I already swatched them. Did I keep the footage? I don't know. If I did, I'll stick it in now. But here are the swatches for these 2 polishes. It is Buttercup and Unicorn Horn. This is a very beautiful purple metallic chrome. It stamps beautifully. Of course, it doesn't look great over black unless it hits the light. And then this one, it's not opaque. I mean, there's just, that's all I can say about it. Their yellows kind of suck. Kinda suck. This one is LOL and Buttercup. They are really, really similar. Really similar. This one is a little more yellow and this is a little more neutral. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say about it because you can see. Alright, so in this box, if you don't know already, this is Maniology's July subscription box. It's a monthly subscription and I pay $25 a month because I don't do it 3 or 6 months at a time or a year at a time. I do it once a month. I really should change that and get it cheaper, shouldn't I? Because I buy it every month and it's just that you have to come up with that money then, you know? Yeah, you pay it ahead of time. So, I don't know. Anyway, I buy 2, so I really should. I buy 2 a month because I give 1 away. The way I do that is if you use my code Guyleen325, anytime you purchase from Maniology, you get 10% off and I get a small commission. So that helps me, it helps you, and I can buy these every month and other Maniology things. I also have another kit over here that I haven't showed you guys yet to give away. I'll be giving that away this month too. But anyway, so use my code and I'll continue buying things. And if you don't use my code and I don't make any money, then I don't buy nothing. That's how it goes. All right, so this one is, as you can see, it's unicorns. And, you know, I'm not going to diss her Manny. It's just not me. It's just like, I mean, I guess it looks pretty, but I don't know. It's just, there's just a lot going on there. It does tell you how to use the pixie dust that they include in this box. Just stamping it on, you can rub it in and make like a chrome. This is what I came up with the first time around. I just buffed it in over black, just rubbed the chrome in, and then I stamped this unicorn over it with the yellow, and you can see that yellow is not that opaque. It does show up pretty good. I mean, it does. I didn't think it was going to show up that well because it's like on this picture, it is like not the same yellow. It is a lot brighter. It is a lot more opaque. So I'm not sure. I just don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. And here is the pixie dust. And it's nice flakies, and it's a shift from like a dark purple, green, gold. I mean, it's pretty. I just don't mess with this a lot, and I have a ton of it. All right, let's take a look at the plates. And then I'm gonna try to do something on my nails. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love this color, and I go back to it a lot because I love it so much. And it is I Love Nail Polishes Rose Water. I believe I bought this from Amazon. I don't know that Rose Water is still available, but it is such a pretty pink. It's so sparkly and so pretty, and it doesn't show on camera, the sparkle, but you know what it is. You know how it is with the cameras and the sparkles. It's like camera's got something against sparkles. All right, so if you saw my community tab page where I had posted on YouTube that I was sick and what, you know, why I hadn't posted this video, and I told you how to enter the giveaway, and some of you were guessing there, and it clearly stated, I mean, I can put it up here. Do not comment in the comments of the community tab. That to comment on the video, okay? So those guesses on the community tab did not count, okay? So guess again and do it here in the comments, and the first person that guesses the number I wrote down on the back of the box wins. I wrote that down before I wrote the comment on the community tab on YouTube. I picked a number between 1 and 100 because I usually have way more than like 120 something entries. Anyway, guess a number, and the first person that guesses, international or US, and I am going to give you this box. Well wishes. Thank you so much for the well wishes. I do feel better. Just had a little cold for a couple days. It wasn't COVID, although my husband took off a day and they won't let him go back to work now until his COVID test results come back, which will be 5 to 7 days. Fantastical. And I mean, they're cute plates. This is on a woodland creature plate, a little square one of their woodland creatures. This, because I remember shrinking it to put it on my nail. That's what I'll do. I'll show you how to shrink that. I do have videos on how to shrink, but in case you wanted to know, I'll show you. Maybe I'll shrink that one instead. I don't know. That would look cute with like a rainbow. No. Move on. So they are cute plates. If this is your thing, this is just not my thing. All right, to shrink this image, I am going to use this Maniology sticky. I guess it's still available. This is a really nice sticky stamper. It's super sticky. All right, I'm going to shrink this horsey. I'm going to show you how. So what you're going to do, you definitely need one of these, something that's not clear, an opaque one that's really smushy and squishy. And what you're going to do, I'll show you now so I don't have to be so fast trying to tell you and then lose my stamp. You're going to squeeze, so act like there's 4 corners on that circle. And you're going to squeeze them in so that it looks like a squish it, kiss it. Okay, you're gonna do like this. You're gonna hold it like this from the edges, and then you're just gonna go pop and pick up the stamp. And then when you let go, that'll shrink that. So you're stretching out this side big. Now I've seen other people do different ways, and I have done it on like something like this and stretched it over and done it, but it's a little hard to do that. They do make stampers that do that, but they do not stretch, they don't shrink them enough. They just shrink a little bit, and it's kind of hard to tell even. First I'll show you this image full size. And I'm not going to use, well, I don't know, maybe I will. All right, there's the image full size. Now, this is metallic and it usually dries pretty fast, so I'm gonna have to be really fast with this. Fast, and just bop it. Okay. Ooh, I did a really nice job. I don't think I'm going to use this polish though. I don't know. And that's how small I made it. Okay, you could do the opposite and stretch it. So those girls with super long nails that you have trouble fitting images on, you know, covering your nail. You're going to do the opposite. You're going to pick it up, and then when you stamp it, you're going to stretch it. So I'm going to stretch it like this and make him taller. And then I'm just going to roll it on, and I made it bigger. Ooh, long legs. Looks more like a giraffe now. All right, I am going to use Violet Waves, and this is sold out at Maniology. And I think the reason it's sold out is because I told you all to go buy it, because it's the most amazing dark purple, almost black polish I've ever found, and I love this crap. Now it's sold out. Thanks, you guys, because I desperately need some more. All right, I'm gonna put some sticky base coat, and I am gonna use Maniology's. I mean, it's fine. I like Purple Little Apothecary just because I like to help support Chelsea, but Maniology's sticky base coat, any sticky base coat is fine. And I'm gonna stick him here because this polish has been dried for a couple days. I've had this on for I don't know, whenever I, and this is such a beautiful holo, and I just put one coat. I don't know if you guys can see. I just put one coat, and there's two of them. There's they're Braised Diva nail polish and grape snow cone and blue raspberry slushy, and they are hints, so they're not super opaque. They're kind of a jelly base, but I put them over Gaylord Periwinkle, which is no longer available because it was a group custom, but they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, out in the sun it's just like woo. And that's been on for like 5 days too, so. All right, what was I doing? Oh, my brain's not completely recovered yet. I'm getting stopped up again. It's super hot in this room. Polish all over me. All right, so a couple of you said, oh, well, I'm glad to hear that not everybody gets it first time. I don't absolutely not ever get it the first time. Almost never like what I did the first time. So when you're doing a mani and you screw it up a couple times, you are not alone, okay? So you do want to make sure that you're trying to squish it like evenly, you know. He's still a little tall, so I can squeeze him down just a little bit. See, he's kind of tall. I can squeeze him down a little bit more and make it a little shorter. Okay, the only problem here now is that it's not clear. I can't see my placement very well, so we're just gonna hope that I got it in the middle. Oh, I did. That's pretty good. All right, he looks really cute. And you can absolutely color him in and then stamp him, you know, and do a decal or a reverse stamp, and then cover yourself in polish. You can shrink that image and do a decal right on these sticky stampers, and you know, do reverse and peel it off and use it that way too. I think I'm probably going to have to do, I don't know, maybe dark over it, because I don't think that's going to show up very well. And then this teal, it is Sequoia. It's also a metallic from Maniology. I'm just going to color in the leaves. Yeah, you can just barely see that horn. There. I don't like it, but whatever. He's me. Ugh. Done. Alright, you guys, let me know down below what you think of this box. Was it your type of box? And then absolutely guess the number between 1 and 100. And as soon as I see the guess, I mean, I'm going to put a heart on everybody's comments so that you know that I got it, that I saw it. Because sometimes YouTube sends stuff to spam. They think it's spam, your comments, and I'm sorry. I try to go and get them out. But sometimes I don't see them for a little while. Not my fault. Blame YouTube. So guess the number I wrote on the box. I wrote it on the back of your box that I'm giving away. And let me know if this is your kind of plate. Alright, you guys. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I'll show you the porch now that I've got it all clean. Everything's growing. This, I didn't really realize that the colitis, is that what that's called? I don't know, was still in here and alive because nothing was coming up. And then once these got established really well and started coming up, then those did. So I'm going to have to transplant some of those out. And I've got some fire, whatever they are out here. Tomatoes getting ripe on the porch. And this little basket that I made, this is the one I think that Alex got me for Mother's Day. This one has seen better days. I've clipped it back too much and it's not happy about it. These are finally starting to, I planted these as bulbs and they're finally starting to bloom. And Casey got me this for Mother's Day. It's so cool, and it hangs, put a hanging basket under there. But that is getting too big for that pot, so I need to transplant that or move some of it. This I've had forever, years and years, this jade. But isn't that cute? Excuse that, I had to move it to wash off the porch. I've got this big basket here I put together. A fern that the neighbor brought me. That impatient is like being very impatient with me and not doing too great. My mini cave window that I put hummingbird feeder on. And out here I've got some lemon sage and just some flowers. And that's the cool daisy that Alex got me for my birthday. And I had a sunflower here and I transplanted it out here so that they would stop burning in this spot and grass would grow. But the sunflower is, yikes. And my wisteria, it's all done blooming, and I cut it back some because it was like overshadowing the flowers down here and they weren't getting. So when it's not too hot and humid, it's so nice to sit out here and watch the hummingbirds. And here's a view from the garden from this side. That thing is gigantic. It's zucchini. And that thing in the middle is Turkish gourds. Never let your teenager plant the garden. My sunflowers back there, I've got one of them is brown. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Can't see my finger. And here's what I bought myself for my birthday. Boom! Purple sloggers. Got them from Amazon. They're so cool. They're the best water shoes ever. They're narrow. I can't stand Crocs because they're too wide. My feet flop around. And these don't, your feet don't slide in at all when they're wet. And they got a little bit of a back so you don't have a strap. I hate the straps. But they come in a bunch of different colors. 20 bucks. Super cool. Put the link below. Bye.